Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our August 11th board meeting. Mr. Clerk, would you call the roll?
Supervisor Wareheim,
Here.
Councilman McCarthy. Tom, take yourself off of mute. I can't hear you.
Here.
All right. Councilwoman Nowick?
Here.
Councilwoman Inzarella?
Here.
Okay, Councilman Lohman?
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, Deputy Clerk, we will start sitting as Board of Water Commissioners.
Okay, the minutes approval from the Board of Water meeting from July 14th, 2020. Tuition reimbursement from Michael Iana and Matthew Lush in the amount of $475 for taking the water distribution system operation and maintenance course. Extension of bid 19082 for water distribution system maintenance with Alesso Pipe and Construction. And 2 resolutions for transfers between budget accounts.
Councilman Lohman?
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella?
Yes.
Councilwoman Nowick?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Wareheim?
Yes.
All right.
That concludes the Board of Water Commissioners. We'll reconvene as a town board. Deputy Clerk.
Okay, the first 4 resolutions are authorizing the town clerk to advertise for public hearings to be held on Tuesday, September 1st, 2020 at 2 o'clock. All 4 are regarding violations of Town Code Chapter 221. The property addresses are 3 Delmar Lane in Comac, 58 Astor Court in Comac, 244 Fort Street in St. James, and 7 Bridle Path in Smithtown. The property owners, as well as the description of the violations, are described on the agenda.
Councilman Lohman?
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella?
Yes.
Councilwoman Nowick?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Wareheim?
Yes.
Consent agenda for the controllers, number 1 to 16, and the consent agenda resolutions, number 1 to 8.
Are there any council members who wish to remove anything from the consent agenda?
No.
No. Okay, Mr.
No.
Councilman Lohman?
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella?
Yes.
Councilwoman Nowick?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Wareheim?
Yes.
For resolutions, authorize the town clerk to advertise for bid number 20057, applied polymer cement servicing for asphalt and concrete due August 27th.
Councilman Lohman?
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella?
Yes.
Councilwoman Nowick?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Wareheim?
Yes.
Authorize the town clerk to advertise for a request for proposal number 20-059, Network and Security Operations Center Monitoring Services due September 8th, 2020.
Councilman Lohman?
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella?
Yes.
Councilwoman Nowick?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Wareheim?
Yes.
Award the following bids and authorize the purchase of associated goods and services. Bid 20045 for fuel facility improvements through Venture Construction Corporation, subject to prior approval of the New York State Department of State. 2047 for veterinary medications to Midwest Veterinary Supply Incorporated. And lastly, bid 2049 for lawn and garden supplies to Long Island Cauliflower Association and Vigigliotti Landscape Service Center.
Councilman Lohman?
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella?
Yes.
Councilwoman Nowick?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Wareheim?
Yes.
The town board, after due study and deliberation of the subject record, to issue a secret negative declaration determination of non-significance for reasons stated in a memorandum dated August 6, 2020 from the Environmental Protection Director regarding the town board's own motion to adopt proposed local law number 8-20 amending Town Code Chapter 322 regarding mixed-use buildings.
Councilman Lohman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
yes,
Supervisor Wareham.
Yes.
Okay, the town board to approve, the first three resolutions are all on behalf of the Parks Department. The first one is approval for rental of a bulldozer to, payment for a bulldozer to Herc Rentals. Approval for payment to Ed Airbar for a rental of a 40-ton truck, and payment to H.O. Penn for the rental of a cat dozer. Rental of a wheel loader bucket, 4-in-1 bucket for 1 month for the highway department. Purchase of lighting accessories from Kelly and Hayes Electrical Supply for Lake Avenue Revitalization Program. The traffic department to purchase decorative signage and rapid flash beacon crosswalk equipment from Traffic and Parking Control Company for the Lake Avenue Revitalization Project. Number 7, extension of bid 2022 for polyethylene bags with Central Poly Bag Corporation. Extension of bid 19084 for removal and processing of curbside recyclables with Winter Brothers Hauling and Great Northern Fibers. Amendment to the collective bargaining agreement with the Smithtown Administrators Guild concerning the position of the Assistant Town Director of Traffic at a rate of $120,000 per year. Ratification of an execution by the town supervisor of a stipulation of settlement in lieu of Section 75 proceedings against an employee in the sanitation department. Renewal of software maintenance agreement for the town business automation service tax collection software with SHI Government Solutions. The super of the highways to enter into agreements with local fire, water, school districts, and villages to perform maintenance work and snow removal and to supply materials in an actual cost basis through May 31st, 2021. Number 13, term extension with fee changes of an intermunicipal agreement with the Incorporated Village of Nisququogue for the Town of Smithtown animal shelter personnel, fire marshal, and qualified personnel to make inspections and enforcement of the New York State Fire Prevention and Building Code through December 31st. The town board to declare property located at 30 Locust Drive in violation of Chapter 221 and 322 of the Code of the Town of Smithtown, and further determines that since the owner has failed to remediate the violations after 72 hours, the town board demands the property owner remove all violations. Number 15, approve the sale of a skid steer loader to the highest bidder via an online auction. And lastly, number 16, adoption of local law number 9, amending chapter 322 of the Code of the Town of Smithtown entitled zoning as it relates to a special exception for mixed-use building in the Hauppauge Industrial Park Overlay District, for which a public hearing was held on May 21st, 2020, and pursuant to the sequent negative declaration from a memo dated August 6, 2020. And the hearing was previously held as local law 8-2020.
Councilman Lohman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
yes,
Supervisor Wareham.
Yes.
Approved settlement with Eric Ording in the amount of $177.02.
Councilman Lohman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
yes,
Supervisor Wareham.
Yes.
Authorize the supervisor to execute the following on a form approved by the town attorney. An agreement with the Suffolk County Water Authority for directional boring for new service at 23 Pulaski Road in Kings Park. A professional service agreement with Southampton Animal Shelter Foundation to provide veterinary services for the town's animal shelter. A professional service agreement with Nelson and Pope for land surveying services at the defaulted subdivision known as Garden Gate Subdivision number 1039. an intermunicipal agreement with the head of the harbor for ordinance inspectors, animal shelter personnel, fire marshals, and other qualified personnel to make inspections to enforce the New York State Uniform Fire Prevention and Building Code, town and village ordinances, and agreements with the Village of the Head of the Harbor, the Branch, and Nissaquag for installation of traffic signs and application of pavement markings on village roads for the period of May 26th through May 25th, 2021.
Councilman Loman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Wareham.
Yes.
Authorize the exceptions of a check donation from Cynthia Messina to the animal shelter and a check donation from D&D Simon to the animal shelter, a donation for Lizalette Binder to the Senior Citizen Center, and a donation of unused office furniture from Demanios Realty.
Councilman Loman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Wareham.
Yes.
And lastly, personnel matters 1 to 5 as described on the agenda.
Councilman Loman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Wareham.
Yes. Okay, that concludes resolutions on today's agenda. We're going to hold the meeting open, and I will move into executive session to discuss contractual matters.
Second.
Okay, Supervisor Wareham,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman.
Yes. Okay, we have concluded executive session. I will move to close the town board meeting.
Second.
Supervisor Wareham,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilman Loman.
Yes. Okay, thank you, everybody. Stay safe, and we'll stay in touch.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.